discuss do while loop. While loop already we have discussed, which is a type of entry control loop. Now here we will discuss do while loop. So do while loop is a exit control loop. As while is entry control loop, do while is a exit control loop. So in do while basically we follow the characteristics of exit control loop. What is the characteristics of exit control loop? The characteristics of exit control loop is initialization will be done fast always, but after initialization we will not apply the condition, we will execute the body. We will execute the body of the loop. After executing the body, we will perform either increment or decrement operation. Okay? Then we are going to apply the condition. Apply the condition. Now either the condition is true or the condition is false. So if the condition is true, then the body of the loop will again execute, and if the condition is false, it will get out of the loop. It will get out of the loop. So that is the characteristics of exit control loop. So here we can initialize a value. Similarly, I initialize I equals to 1, then we perform the increment operation I plus plus, and here we apply the condition that I less than equals to 10. I less than equals to 10. So this is the way how we are characteristics of or flowchart of exit control loop. Now this is a similar. The exit control flowchart of exit control loop will be followed by the do while loop, because do while is also a exit control loop. Okay. Now the same program that we have done using while loop also, I will show how we can print a particular statement multiple times by using do while also, by the syntax. So what I do here, first we have to initialize the value, so that is common. So I write integer I equals to 1, that I have initialized the value of I initially 1. Then we write do. Okay, and this parenthesis is basically representing the body. Within the parenthesis we write the body. So here we are not applying any condition, because as per the flowchart we are going to apply the condition at the end. We are going to apply the condition at the end. So this is the end of the body. This is the end of the body. So here we are going to basically apply the condition while I less than equals to 10. So here we apply the condition. So that's why it is exit control loop, where we are applying the condition at the end of the body of the loop. And within the do we write printf, that is the body, C program, then I plus plus, the increment operation will be there, through which we are going to increase the value of I. So that is all about the do while. Okay. So the same program we can execute by using do while. Now I will show you how basically the execution will be done. So according to the flowchart, the initial value of I, that is equals to 1. Okay. Then it will enter into the body of the loop. So after entering, it will print C program. Okay. Then it will increase the value of I, that is 2. The value of I was 1. Now due to the increment it becomes 2. After that it will check the condition, that the condition is true or false, with the current value of I. So the current value of I is 2. So the condition is true. So when the condition will be true, again it will come to the starting of the loop. Okay, starting of the body of the loop. So as the condition is true, again it will come here. So it will print C program. Okay, again the value of I will increase, that is I equals to 3. For that again it will check the condition. So the condition is again true and again it will repeat the same process. So again it will print C program. Then I equals to 4, in that way up to I equals to 10 the condition will be true. 4, 5, 6, 7, in that way up to 10 the condition will be true. And here it will be C program will get again printed. Then the value of I will become 11. Then the value of I will become 11 due to this increment operation. And now if we apply the condition with the value of I equals to 11, the condition will be false. So when the condition is false, it will stop the iteration. So that is the way how we are executing the do while loop. Okay. Now if you can remember the execution of the while loop, and if you can see the execution of the do while loop, here what difference basically we can get, that when the value of I is 1, for this value of I we have not even verified the condition. The condition we have verified for the first time when the value of I was 2. When the value of I was 2. When the value of I is 1, we have not verified the condition. So for I equals to 1, by default we have executed the body. But after that, after increment of the value of I and when it becomes 2, then we apply the condition. So from here, from this point to this point, that means from I equals to 2 to I equals to 10, all the execution is completely condition dependent. All executions are completely condition dependent. But the first execution is not condition dependent, as we can see here. So that is the way how we are executing this. Okay. Now the same thing or the difference between while and do while we can explain through a very simple program also, that will show you what is the difference between while loop and what is the difference between do while loop. That I will show you through a program.
So here we will show the example of do while loop. In as you can see, we are executing the same program that we have done using while loop, just change it to do while. This is the initialization operation I equals to 1, and we represent the do while in that way, as we say, as do while is a exit control loop. So we write the condition at the end. So here we apply the condition while at the end. This is the body of the loop. This parenthesis is representing the body of the loop after the do that we mentioned. So it will print the iteration number. So the value of I is 1 and the terminating value of I is 10. So the loop should get execute 10 times, 1 to 10, as we are performing increment operation. Yes, that you are getting as output, that when the value of I is 1, it is printing iteration 1, then the value of I increased to 2, then it is printing iteration 2. In that way up to 10 it has printed. Okay. So now I will show you that where we can apply the concept of do while. The concept of do while and while, the program that I have shown using while, that how we can find out reverse of a number, palindrome, or sum of the digits, or extract the digits. So this type of program that can also be done by using do while loop also. So as already we have discussed those, here I have taken the example of factorial of a number, how to find out factorial of a number. That I will show you how we can execute it by using do while loop, and this we can do by using while loop also. So what I have done, I have taken a number n, and for factorial I have taken a variable f equals to 1, and initially I have initialized 1 into f variable, and I is basically to control the loop, and this is my do while loop, as you can see. Now factorial is equal to factorial into I. This is the main statement through which we are performing the factorial operation. So when the value of I is 1, it will basically perform 1 into 1, then the value of I will be 2, it will be 1 into 2, then 3, 4, in that way it will perform the multiplication operation, and gradually until the value of I reaches to n, the multiplication operation will continue. So here if I show what happens, if I enter the value of number 4, so what will happen? So the loop will, the condition is I less than n and the value of n is 4. So the loop will execute 4th time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because the condition is I less than n, and here the value of n is 4. I have taken input 4, so the value of n is 4. So the loop will execute 4 times, and the loop, if the loop execute 4th time, then this multiplication operation also will be performed 4th time, and every time the value of I is increasing. So for the first it will be 1, then the value of I will be 2, then the value of I will be 3, then the value of I will be 4. So basically we are performing 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 operation, that is equal to our factorial. So that we are getting 24 as a factorial value. Now what we can do, instead of that we can write in that way also, the value of I is equal to n, that I was telling that you can change the condition. So that is same. Here we are, there is a just backward counting. It is like one, that previously was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are counting 4, 3, 2, 1. So the value of I is n, and it will perform the operation until the value of I reaches to 1. So that's why we are performing decrement operation here. So it will be 4 if the value of n we consider as 4. So it will be 4. Next the value of I will be 3. So it is 4 into 3. Next the value of I will be 2. So it is 4 into 3 into 2, and so on. So consider 4. So same result we are getting, that is 24. So this is a application of do while loop, where we apply the do while loop. Now the next that I want to show you is what is the difference between while loop and do while loop. That already I have said, the program of factorial that can be done using while loop as well as by using do while loop. The example that I have given by using while loop, that can also be done by using do while loop. Then the question is, what is the difference between while and do while loop? So let me show you the difference here. So this is a simple while loop. Now if you look at this while loop very carefully, the value of I have initialized as 11, and the condition that I have applied is I less than equal to 10. So you can see the value of I is 11 and the condition is I less than equal to 10. So the condition is false. So the condition is false. And inside the loop we have printed the value of I, and outside the loop we have printed n. So if the loop get execute, then this printf statement will be execute. This printf statement will execute, okay, and print the value of I. Let me make it more simple. It will print loop, and after completion of the while loop, it will come out of the loop, and where it will print n. Okay, so that means if loop gets print, then we can say the loop is executing, and if the loop don't get print, then we can say the loop is not executing. So let us execute and see what happens. So directly we are getting n. That means this printf statement has not been executed once. The printf statement has not at all executed. Why it happens? Because the value of I is 11. When it is come to the condition I less than equal to 10, the condition is false. So this is the body of the loop. This parenthesis is opening and closing is representing the body of the loop. So the body of the loop has not executed, and it come out of the loop and print this statement. So from here what we can summarize, in case of while, if the condition is false, initial condition is false, then the loop will not execute at all. Now let me change it to do while and see what happens. So I have changed it to do while now. Everything remains same. Here the value of I is 11. The condition is also same that we have considered in case of while. Now let us execute the same by using do while and see what happens. Let me introduce a new line here to understand the output properly. Okay, now see, here it is printing loop, then it is printing n. So previously we are getting only n. So why it happens? Here you can see the value of I is 11, but when we come to the loop, this is the body of the loop, this parenthesis is representing the body of the loop. Before that we are not applying the condition, so the body of the loop will easily get executed without verifying any condition. So this printf statement is executing, and this loop we are getting as output. After that the value of I is increased, and then we apply the condition. So when now it comes to the condition will be false, and as the condition is false, it will get out of the loop, and the loop will not repeat again. So this printf statement will not execute second time because the condition become false. It will come out of the loop and print the end statement. So that is happening here. But the first execution of the printf statement, which is inside the loop, has not been controlled by the condition. That's why this statement, printf statement, has executed, though the initial value of I is not supporting the condition. But in case of while, it has not executed once. But in case of while, though the initial condition is false, then also it is executing at least once. So that is the difference between while and do while loop that I have shown through this example.